Hey guys, so this week we are learning all about idioms, okay? An idiom is a phrase that has a different meaning than what they say. So it doesn't actually mean what it's saying, it has a different meaning. And idioms are very confusing, okay? The first one we have here is when pigs fly. This idiom doesn't actually have anything to do with pigs being able to fly, because we know that pigs can't fly. This idiom just means that or people will usually use this idiom when they are talking about something that is very unlikely to happen, or that they just don't think is going to happen at all. And they say, well, yeah, like when pigs fly, saying like, wow, that's never going to happen, just like pigs are never going to be able to fly. Another idiom we have is a piece of cake. And a piece of cake doesn't actually have to do with a piece of cake, sadly. That idiom just means that something was super easy. So if I say, wow, that math test was a piece of cake. I did not actually have a piece of cake for the math test, although that would be awesome. I just mean that test that I took was super easy, okay? Another one is like two peas in a pod. This idiom has nothing to do with actual pea pods. This idiom is used to describe people who are super close with each other, so like best friends or maybe sisters or brothers or other family members who are just really close and always together. So you could say, wow, those two are really like two peas in a pod, and that just means that they do everything together. They're super close with each other. Another one is ants in your pants. This one does not mean you have ants in your pants, so don't worry. That would be gross and icky, and we don't want that. Ants in your pants means that you are just really squirmy and wiggly, and you just can't sit or stand still. You've got ants in your pants. You're moving all around instead of just standing or sitting still. Another one is snug as a bug in a rug. That has nothing to actually do with a bug who's in a rug and is snug, although that would be awfully cute. That one is, it means that someone is just really cozy or comfortable wherever they are. So if you're sitting, on your couch, reading a book, wrapped up in a blanket, or you're by the fireplace, wrapped up in a blanket, and you can say, wow, I'm really snug as a bug in a rug. I'm just really cozy and comfortable, and that's what you mean when you use that idiom. The last one I have here is it's raining cats and dogs, and that one doesn't actually mean that it is raining cats and dogs, although that would kind of be interesting. That one means that it is just raining really hard. It is just downpouring, and you can hear the rain pounding on the roof of your house or the store or wherever you're at, maybe school. So it's raining cats and dogs just means that it's raining super heavy. So now I am going to take one of these idioms and I'm going to write it in a sentence. So the one I want to use is like two peas in a pod, and I'm going to write my best friend and I are like two peas in a pod. Okay, now that I have my sentence, I'm going to move over here so you can see it. Now that I have my sentence, I'm going to think to myself, okay, does this idiom, two peas in a pod, does it make sense with my sentence? And I'm going to think back about what did I say two peas in a pod means. And I said that it means that two people are just really close. They always do everything together. They're inseparable. And so I'm going to think, okay, does that make sense with my sentence of talking about me and my best friend? And I think that it does, because a lot of times best friends do things together, a lot of the time. So I think it makes sense, okay? So now in just a moment, you are going to choose one of these idioms on the chart, and you're going to write a sentence using one of these idioms. And you need to make sure that it makes sense and that it fits in the sentence, okay? So there is a text box below, and you're going to type your sentence with one of these idioms in it.